Hi, Aries. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today, I am going to ask my spirit guides for what you don't see coming, what you didn't see that's going to happen, or what's coming your way. So let's get started with our cards. Let's call in our spirit guides. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided to this reading. Spirit, what do you have for us? What surprises are around the corner? What do you want us to know? Anything that we have no idea that's going to happen? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have a compromise, settling a dispute. Okay, a little bit of a truce there, coming to a agreement. Maybe we have finally decided to work things out, something like that. I have, it's been a roller coaster ride. Okay, there's been many ups and downs. There's been extreme moods. How do I get off the roller coaster? So sometimes we are on that roller coaster and we just are tired, right? We just are saying, I can't handle another emotional wave. I can't handle another episode or drama or chaos. So we want to get off that roller coaster, Spirit. I have scrutiny. Somebody has their eye on you. Questioning, suspicious behavior. Okay. Are you keeping a close eye on somebody? Are you concerned that there's something going on around this person? A little bit of an accusation energy there. I have getting back together, finding each other again. I'm going to put this over here with this compromise. Just this feeling of finding our way back together. Maybe things are calming down, you know. I mean, the good news about a roller coaster is you kind of, I hate roller coasters personally, but they make me sick. But you get to the end of the roller coaster and it kind of coasts in and slows down into that, it's time to get off. So maybe it's just kind of coasting or slowing down. Spirit, please share with me. I have a surprise, an unexpected surprise. Meeting somebody, okay? Blast from the past. Oh boy, just a feeling of, I want to say making something work, you know, keeping an eye on each other, trying to find a truce. Maybe there's been accusations back and forth on both sides. It's more of a middle ground. Like, what's the middle ground of this connection? Like, how do we just kind of calm it all down? Spirit, please share with me. I have, my heart is in knots. I'm emotionally confused and I'm getting mixed signals. So yeah, I definitely am feeling this middle ground. Let's see what the cards are saying. So is this, maybe this has been going on for a while, Spirit just said, and you want to get to the heart of it. It's romantic. I've got romantic at the bottom of my deck, waiting for the right one, keeping the hope alive. Okay. We don't want to give up on hope. I'm gonna grab that for a second. Keeping the hope alive. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that we didn't know? Tell me about getting off the roller coaster. I need to get off the roller coaster. It's making me sick. Wave your hand if it makes you sick. I can't do those kinds of rides. Anything like that. Super sick. I have a Six of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Swords. Yeah, a lot of give and take. We need more give and take. I have a Four of Swords. And I have a King of Cups. Definitely more give and take. And I have to tell you, after a period of maybe somebody pulling back, or even accusing you of something that you didn't do, I do feel like there's some kind of an apology. I feel that I don't think it's necessarily a breakup or anything like that, but it could be something that's said that was just wrong, and they were wrong, and they say, you know what, I shouldn't have said that. There was kind of this pause of could be, it doesn't even have to be like days. It could be just hours, you know, we were mad at each other for a period of time. But I feel like what happened is this person says, you know, I really do care about you. I really do love you. And I'm sorry I said those things. I said those things because I'm upset about something else. I said those things out of fear. I said those things because just the thought of it, you know, drives me crazy. So I feel that it was like misguided fear. Like I'm worrying about something that isn't even happening. I'm thinking about something that hasn't happened yet. So we're just filled with fear for some reason. And maybe it's I don't want to lose you. Okay. Maybe there's a feeling of I can feel you pulling away. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe this person hasn't made you feel that if you felt like you were pulling away, that they would be devastated. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Magician and I have a Transformation. This is somebody who, if there's something going on that you keep asking them to change, okay, that it's really hurting the relationship in some way. They're drinking too much. They're not spending enough time at home. They're not with you. They're not consistent enough. They're not attentive enough. This is definitely a wake-up call to me that this person is going to start trying harder, okay? That they don't want to lose you, and there is a feeling of I can change and I can do better, because I feel like there's a lot to fight for. I don't feel like there's enough here to say I would walk away. There's more to fight for. Spirit's saying like there's more to fight for than there is to walk away from. So, you know, sometimes we get those feelings where, you know, do I want to stay in this? And is this worth it? And then you kind of think it through and you say, yeah, you know, it's worth it. I mean, you know, relationships have ups and downs. And I feel like that's what something is happening. But I feel like what you don't know is that there's some real fear here of losing you. And behind the scenes, I feel like they're going to try harder. So maybe you'll see some improvements. Maybe you'll see more consistency. Maybe you'll see that they are listening to you, Spirit. They are hearing what you're asking of them. And things can get better is how it's coming into me right now. Good. I have brokenhearted, deeply hurt, feeling lost. I think there's an incredible fear of breaking up. I'm afraid you're going to leave me. And maybe you've given them some indication that if, you know, you got one more chance, like I'm not doing this anymore. So they, like I said, it feels like a wake up call. I really am afraid you're going to break up with me. So I love you. Okay. I am in love with you and I don't want to lose you. So, you know, sometimes we take for granted what we have, and maybe that's what you're saying. You're taking me for granted, or you don't appreciate me anymore, or I do all these things for you and you don't even thank me. You know, I'm like the doormat at the door. So maybe some of that has come out and you do deserve more, and they've taken a step back and realized like, hey, I better, you know, step up. So I feel like there's some changes. It's not enough. Okay. This fear, ego, I'm not enough. Yeah, there's definitely a fear of you're going to walk away from me. You probably have been slowly detaching in some way. You may not be as into them as you used to be. Maybe you're not jumping when they say jump like you used to because you're not getting it back. So there is a sense of, I am really in love with you and we gotta fix this. So, I mean, that's good. That's good to know. I have a chaser, fear of abandonment, a fear of abandonment. So maybe you don't know that about your person. Maybe your person's putting on this impression that everything's great, everything's wonderful. And, you know, if you don't like it, go find something better. you know, but that's not what they're really, that's not what they're really thinking. I have blowing a kiss, unconditional love, unconditional love. That's what we need. And even this affection returned, that when I give you love and when I show you something, I want it back. When I tell you I love you, it would be nice for you to tell me you love me. When I go to kiss you, it'd be nice if you kissed me back, you know, like you were grateful, not just like turned your head. So it's a feeling of, I need you to be more responsive. I think there's change coming. Okay. And you know, hey, fear of losing somebody is enough to change. It really is. You know, whether it's, I can't stand how much you drink. You can't hang out with your friends all the time. You get home in the middle of the night. Where have you been? You know, whatever it is that's bothering you. I don't like the way you talk to me. You're disrespectful. Stop raising your voice. You know, whatever it is. I have a 3 of Cups. I have a 5 of Wands. I have an 8 of Cups. And I have a Judgment. Not that your person's insecure, but your person is, maybe they never felt somebody love them unconditionally. You could be the first person that really isn't going to leave them high and dry. Maybe they've had parents that abandoned them. Maybe they just never have felt grounded with anybody. And they're afraid that the one person that they're in love with is going to do the same. So there's this incredible feeling of, they've got to learn to trust you. They've got to learn to see you as that you aren't going anywhere and that you don't want to go anywhere. So they have to believe that as well. So this is really a sense of emotional security. I've got somebody who doesn't feel emotionally secure, and emotionally secure energy. We do weird things when we're not emotionally secure because we're in fear. And we're afraid this person's going to leave us at any time, or they're going to walk away, or they're just going to decide they don't want this anymore. So sometimes we, in self-defense, we just act differently until we feel really secure. So this person needs to feel more secure. I have a 7 of Cups. I have a 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they are incredibly afraid that you're going to find somebody else. Like, if these are difficult days and you feel like you're on a roller coaster and you're just tired of putting in the time and the effort and what's in it for you and what are you getting out of it? Your person is seeing and feeling all of those things, and they want back kind of the person who saw them on a pedestal when it started, but somehow they've gotten knocked off the pedestal from their behavior. And then they start saying things, well, nothing I ever do is good enough. And even when I try, it's still not good enough. You know, so how do you fix that? You fix it by being appreciative of what they do. You fix it by complimenting them. You fix it by building them up. But they have to do that to you as well. It's got to be, you know, more give and take. And I have Temperance. Yeah, I want more balance. So we have some drama around us. And how do we move on from the drama is what I'm feeling. So I'm going to say it's going to take some time. Let's see what the time cards are saying. But the bottom line is, you've got, you know, as far as what you don't see coming or what you didn't see in this connection, is there's tremendous fear of losing you. And I do feel like they're going to try a lot harder to make this work. I have June. Maybe things will turn around and start to feel a little better, more balanced. I have September. Maybe birthday months. I have Time After Time and a Time Surprised. time after time feels to me like we're just keep repeating the same circles and something has to break. So we have to identify what the circle is, what is the issue, and why can't we change that? So we have to identify what the issue is first, and then a time surprise. Ooh, I like that. When was the last time your person, planned a night out or said, hey, let's spend the day together, or let's do something romantic and have like undivided attention, do something special with you. So maybe this person is going to start to go out of their way. They don't want to take you for granted, but they could be, we're just in a rut. We're in a routine. This is what, old married people do. And it's like, yeah, but we're not old married people. So yeah, we got to stop the drama out of fear of losing each other. Spirit, what are the loving messages? They do want you to know I am in love with you and change is coming. It's like I'll try harder. I'll be better. I guess I want to say, it's like a little boy, a little girl saying, Mom, I'll be better. I promise. Don't put me in timeout. People have to change sometimes. They just have to kind of wake up to, my person isn't happy because I do these things over and over again. And the bottom line is I'm going to lose my person. I belong to you only. Maybe we need to feel emotionally secure. I need to know I'm the only one. I feel like we are fated to be together. You need to hear these things. They need to hear these things, that I'm not going anywhere. You're the only one I love. I'm planning a surprise for you, a time surprise. There's something going on here with the surprise. There is. It's almost like I want to show you that you are appreciated. Maybe you have a birthday coming up. Maybe there's an event coming up, an anniversary coming up. Maybe there's a family something coming up, and we're going to do it together. But it is a planned surprise of some kind. But I feel like it's their way of saying, I want to fix things. I want to make it better. Something like that. Spirit, please share with me. I feel butterflies when I see you. So I'm still excited about you. When you have been abandoned in your past, childhood abandonment issues, and you bring those into adult relationships, it's really hard to believe that somebody loves you unconditionally. It just is. You've never experienced it. So if you have somebody that didn't have the greatest upbringing, didn't really have that family support, they could be struggling with, at the end of the day, everybody always leaves me. And they could be just fighting that, even though that's not the case. I daydreams about our moments. I daydream about our future even. And one more, please, Spirit. You're amazing inside and out, and I don't want to lose you. I feel like that's the message, is I don't want to lose you, and I don't want to come out and say that that's what I'm afraid of. But I think they're going to try to put in more effort or more consistency, or to be there for you, or to try to show you that they don't take you for granted and that you are important to them. But at the same time, they, when somebody says to you, every time I try something, it's not good enough. If they're making any effort, if there's any changes that have been happening, if you see a difference in them, you have to acknowledge it. You have to say, thank you. Thank you for trying. Thank you. I really noticed the difference. I really appreciate it. Because then they'll say, I did good. I did good. Like a little kid saying, Mommy, I'm just trying to be good, and it's that little inner child in each of us that just wants to please. So at the end of the day, I feel like that person's trying to please that inner child. That inner child's trying to do the right thing. So we're going to put this out into the universe, but I'm going to say a planned surprise. to get you guys off the roller coaster ride. How's that? I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my other 2 websites here on YouTube, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame and Soulmate channel. I have the links in the description. We'll see you again in another Love Messages.